All right, folks. So another day. What has happened overnight? Today is the 8th of July. Well, yesterday Iran shot at a few tankers. So the United States responded. I guess from what I am reading, we hit 80 sites in Iran last night. So what's that do to the market? Obviously, oil is going up. So that's probably going to be where we spend most of our time. Is watching those oil tickers, USO, CVX for Chevron, whatever some of the others are. Uh, we'll get into that later. But so we have a little bit going on there. But last night I was bored and I wanted to really try to build my own scanner. Okay. So we're going to look at that. My own scanner to see if I can get it with the logic that I want, find the trades that I like. So gonna take a quick look at that today too. Hopefully we have a good day with this stuff. So far, it's not looking great for stuff I'm already holding. So, but we'll see what happens. All right. So if any of you know much about coding or whatever, you see I have Visual Studio Code up. This is nothing more than a tool for writing some code and doing some other things. It's connected to my GitHub so that I can, access my crap anywhere. But I digress. That's not the big deal. This is the scanner that I've made and I'm using AI. We're watching it. And basically, I gave it a bunch of different tickers. See up here, if we look at our config file, that it's going to go out and look at these tickers and build me a watch list based off the criteria that I asked for. Okay, so what does that look like? Right now, there's no fancy interface or anything. It basically just looks like this. It's text on my screen. It'll go through, and then this is the readout for each one. So XOP is an 8 out of 10, watch only. Technical, 8 out of 10 score. Tradability is an 8 out of 10. If I was to do this, entry would be 157, 40, stop 157.17 with a target of 157.86. But we have some blockers in place. Price is below the 9 EMA and the target move is only 46 cents, right? So it doesn't meet the criteria that I want. All right, and it's going to do this for every one of those tickers that we have in place there. Then at the end, it's going to make this nice, sheet like this, and I have a CVS I can go look at. And basically any of these strong candidates, and I can guarantee you this is all stale data because it is pulling it from Yahoo Finance. So it probably is not going to update until the market opens. So this is all stale, but it should look at the criteria that I gave it and put it in there. Well, that's cool. It gives me a scanner, it gives me stuff to look at, potential entry points. I love it, right? What else can we do with it though? I wanted to see what would it do with paper trading if I gave it the opportunities. So we have these alerts, and this is what when I run the main PY, this is what I'm going to get. I'm going to get my 10 out of 10s, the stuff that it says, hey, this is a strong candidate, you should do this, and I have my timestamps. Then I've also playing with this is a paper session event. So I built something in here that's going to do some sandbox style trading. I let it run last night for 4 hours, but all the data stayed stale because the market was closed. At least it seems to have. It ended at 4 hours like I wanted to, so it said it closed everything out. So that's really cool. It shows here's the current open positions I have. So yeah, to run this, I just gotta go run the simple command down here in Python, and it'll run that, and it's going to keep track of the orders. I'm going to run that a couple times today. So like I said, it runs for 4 hours. So market open, I'm going to kick it off. let it run for 4 hours. I'm going to get that information out. Then I'm going to kick off another one right after that to let it do its thing. Then at the end of the day, I'm going to analyze all the information and see if we need to change some logic, how it did, look at the win percentage, uh, with the possibility of one day hooking this up, because Charles Schwab does have an API, hooking this up to the Charles Schwab API for my paper trading paper and let it run, give it a couple months with some strict rules and see how it does. And see if my own AI chat, my own AI trade bot using the logic that, I define can, do me good. So yeah, that's kind of the tool I'm looking at, and I'm sure I'm going to use some of the information that comes out of it today. So it's going to be a pretty crazy day. Uh, I'm really hoping just to get out of kind of the tech heavy stuff that I'm in, besides for a few things. Uh, I'm going to hold on to my SpaceX. I'm going to hold on to my Meta. Meta's dropped. I don't care. With Meta coming out and being like, hey, we're going to start, you know, we're going to start selling space for AI infrastructure. We're going to start selling compute power and all this stuff. They're going up, in my opinion. I mean, that having selling that compute engine right now where people can come in and build their apps on your infrastructure is, every business wants it. So if Meta is going to step into the market, yeah, let's watch that and be there to hopefully see them go up. So yeah, that's all for now. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. So another big swap day. We kind of expected a lot of oil movement today, and we got a little bit, but it soon came right back down from what I saw. I did make a little bit of money off of it. Uh, so over the past week or so, I've been, trying something where I'm holding stocks overnight, holding ETFs, and I really picked a bad time to do that with this big switch that we have coming. So I've spent basically all day active trading those ETFs that I was holding, VXUS being one of them, to get out from underneath them. Meaning I've been buying them as they're lower to reduce, my overall value, and I'm at the point where I'm about to completely break even. If I was to sell here, but I have my limit in place here and start making a little bit of extra profit. But that's kind of been how the day's been going. I'm just grabbing these small profits off of both these. This is SPY. I have my stop loss in there. I have my limit in there. I'm not watching it too much. If I lose a little bit, I'll lose a little bit. But I think SPY will come back up. It's just, it kind of has to, honestly. So, in my opinion. Oh, what happened? Oh, I just sold some stuff. Sell some more. Let's go sell some there. All right. I'm going to get on out of here. Y'all have fun. Later. All right, everyone. What's up? Cleaned up the count quite a bit, and now I'm just actually watching some stuff that I bought that I got faith in the companies, right? I had a bunch of ETFs and stuff, and I was watching them bleed. Tried to really diversify, and I was just watching everything bleed over the past few days, and I just hit the thought process, if I'm going to watch something bleed, damn it, it's going to be a company I believe. I believe they're going to make money in the long run. They're not going out of business. So with that, basically I just bought me a bunch of, not a bunch, handful of Meta, handful of SpaceX, uh, just basically added that to the portfolio, and then some just one safe US dividends ETF. So also in there, that's decent return on that. Uh, Other than that, it's been the day doing a lot of active trading on this screen, $10 here, $20 here kind of deal. Uh, really tough market right now. So, all right, guys. So we got like 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the market. And as we see, Meta is doing its thing, climbing back up for some pretty serious drops earlier. I am still not right side up on this, still in the hole a little bit, still not worried about it. Honestly, really not worried about it because it's such a large company. This isn't, $5 stock. I don't see the chances of this dying overnight are pretty tremendously low. And if it does, we have a lot more problems to deal with. So I'm just going to hold on to these uh, kind of shares for a while, day or two. I don't know. I got a little order in there to start selling them off if they get up to where I want them to be, where I'll be profitable. Uh, so yeah, this has been the day. Been a rough one, in the hole a little bit technically, but with the shares that I'm holding, not really upset by it. All right, folks. So what you see here is the output of the scanner and paper session trader that I made. Now I've yet to hook any AI into this. This is purely on the logic that I'm using. So there's no real AI connection yet. But today I did have a 50% win rate on version one didn't even make it to release. Version two had a 50% win rate. Then I made some updates to the logic. Version three also had a 50% win rate. Uh, very, very, you know, small wins, uh, but wins nonetheless, and that's what we're looking for. Uh, Me personally, and end of the day, a little in the hole, no big deal. I mean, I don't mind holding on to the companies I have, which is Meta and SpaceX is my two big ones right now, and I don't mind holding those. Uh, but I'm not down by a lot, so I'm in good shape. Uh, Anyway, yeah, that's the day. Big thing is probably the scanner, the trading. I got out from underneath some ETFs I just didn't like. Uh, I mean, because I didn't trust them. There were some healthcare based ones that I got in there, really tried to diversify, and I didn't trust them. So I got out of there. I'm gonna for now I'm gonna stick to companies and ETFs that I know, I understand what's in there. I don't know anything about the bio healthcare field or any of that stuff. I haven't done that research, so I just kind of decided all of those stuff I'm just gonna get out and stick with stuff that I'm aware of. Thanks for watching. Take care. Like, subscribe.